This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll leave it with him. Running with power. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is
And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. It wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Smith. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack! On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Keeps looking downfield. Unloads it left. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Hand off from the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
They'll run for it on 4th down. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
And the Buckeyes are on the move. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Offense in an empty set. Dropping back, it's Howard. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
On 3rd down, going up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Scott. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Henderson. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
A lot of guys on defense playing really well with their eyes right now. They were not fooled by that jet sweep.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point is good. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They've got 13 seconds to work with here in the first half if they choose to be aggressive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Lewis to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, and that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Wide out in motion. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's got it, and they convert. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll run it from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unleashes one. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Powers forward. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Leaves it with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quarterback extends the play. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand it. First of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part we're talking about clicks in. Does a great job getting the 1st down and getting out of bounds.
To the air, it's Howard. He's moving out of the pocket. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. They'll throw it on 1st down. Dances away from the heat. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Running the red zone. It's Judkins. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense put the finishing touches on a win. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Lewis wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Quickly, time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Nevada.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes a catch down the right side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Both of these